And in a related story, Turkey's interior minister says the bodies of 12 migrants who froze to death have been found. They died near Turkey's border with Greece. The minister's accusing Greek border guards of pushing them back over the frontier. Now, Armenia and Turkey are set to resume direct flights between Yerevan and Istanbul today after a 2-year hiatus. The announcement comes as negotiations continue on a normalization of ties between the two countries. For more on this, I'm joined by our international affairs editor, Philip Turl. Philip, is the resumption of these direct flights a real sign of a thaw in relations between Armenia and Turkey?
I think you can translate this two ways, Jeannie. The first one is that, yes, this is definitely good news. Good news for the two countries, not only for tourism, but also for business, that these flights are going to resume. Is this part of ongoing efforts to try to renew relations between Armenia and Turkey? Yes, it is, but you have to look at it from another point of view, and that is that the Turkish carrier Atlas Jet, which was doing these flights between the two countries, faced bankruptcy, and that was why those flights were interrupted 2 years ago. Now they're going to start again from today. So it's an indirect cause, if you like, of this warming up of relations between the two countries, but it is definitely a good sign that discussions are moving forward. Now, you have to remember that Turkey and Armenia have not had any diplomatic relations for 30 years, even though Armenia was recognized by Turkey pretty much after the fall of the Soviet Union. But since then, relations have been very difficult between the two countries. And there are efforts now to try to rekindle some kind of diplomatic relations between them. Talks last month, the resumption of flights today. So I think there's a lot of expectation that we may be moving forward with this now after many years of disputes and non-agreements.
So what are the main disagreements between the two countries?
Well, there are several. I think one of the first ones is the non-acceptance by Armenia, the role that Turkey took during the Nagorno-Karabakh conflicts, of which there were two. That certainly led to the first severing of diplomatic ties back in 1993. Then there is also the ongoing dispute and disagreement between Armenia and Turkey over the 1915 genocide during the First World War, when Armenians, 1.5 million Armenians, were murdered in the Ottoman Empire by Ottoman forces. Turkey has refused to admit that it was a genocide, and that is something that Armenia is asking Turkey to admit to. So that's been a big bone of contention for many years. And one other positive aspect maybe will be an open border. But I think there's also, although both sides have welcomed the idea of an open border between the two countries, there is a bit of worry on the part of Armenia that this might lead to an influx of Turkish goods, which will overwhelm the country and do many Armenian industries, put them out of business.
Thanks so much for that, Philip. France 24's Philip Turl.